What's up guys? So I started my YouTube channel around a month or two ago in the beginning of January 2024. So my YouTube channel is still very new. And since I started, some of my friends have asked me why I actually started making a YouTube channel or why I'm making videos. And that is actually the question you need to answer yourself in order to start a YouTube channel and be able to go along with it and to be able to stick to it too. So growing up, I always made a lot of videos of everything that I did. I used to make a lot of videos of my sisters. I used to be the snitch of the family because I used to document literally everything. Whenever something funny would happen, I would always be the one taking the videos, and I'm really glad that I did. When I was younger, around 14, 15 years old, it's when I started having very good friends who lived far from where I did. So we weren't able to see each other all the time. That's when we started cutting personal vlogs for them. So I would make a weekly vlog, how my week was, edit it and then send it to my friend, and she would do the same thing for me. And in that way, it was easier for us to stay in contact and see what the other person was up to as well. Today, we really love looking back at those vlogs. Just recently, I sat down in my bed, I looked at some old vlogs I did, and I was like, oh, look how cute I looked back then, or how different I look from now, how far I've come, also glow up wise. Once I moved out of my mom's place with my sister together, I also did moving vlogs about the whole process of moving in and renovating our place, which I really love watching those now. Since I always loved video making and filming and doing vlogs, I always had the idea of YouTube in my mind, but I never knew. I always was like, I don't know what people would think, or I don't have anything to say to people. I don't know if it makes sense for me to open up a channel. But then this year, finally, I had the courage to just dip my toes into the YouTube world and just start for the fun of it, for the fun of editing and filming and the process, and to just see where it goes. I am a very visual person. My sisters always used to write a journal and her diary, basically. She would write down what had happened in detail, but for me, I tried that a few times and I stopped after like 2 or 3 days. I wasn't able to put my memories into words or into paper, but I always took videos of everything. That's how I came up with the idea to create a visual diary I can look back to when I'm a little bit older and reminisce about the good memories and just the times that I had while I was in my 20s. That's how I came up with the idea of In My 20s Diaries. My visual diaries are also helping me getting up and experiencing more things. Because I do film myself, I want to have something to film. I obviously also film myself while I was sick and just chilling at home, but I do want to film nice and entertaining things for you guys too. So because I am doing my visual diary, I think about what things I could do if I could go out, and I'm somehow starting to romanticize my life. Because in Germany, especially winters can be tough. People don't do as much, but I feel like if I actually sit down and plan to do things, the harsh winter days will be able to go by faster because I'm just planning things and not just chilling at home doing nothing. I'll have actually something to do besides all the other things that are on my schedule. Documenting my life doesn't just mean sharing all the good and the big and the great moments, but also the little ones, just because my routine today might be completely different than it is in a few years, and then it will be cool looking back to what I did, and maybe I'll say, oh my gosh, why did I do this? But I will be only able to see how far I've come or the progress I have made if I can look back at how I was a few years ago. And today, with all our phones and smartphones and cameras on our phones, it is very easy to lose pictures. Obviously, we have iCloud, but personally, I take a lot of pictures and then sometimes I don't really look at them anymore. So I always try to print out my pictures, have them for me. It's another way of documenting my life. To make photo albums, to be able to flip through and show my sisters or my niece when she grows up a little bit older, to show her, look, that's how your auntie looked like back in the days, or your mom, and that was when your mom and your auntie were teenagers. Things like that are just really a beautiful idea to me. That's why I want to try to capture as many memories as possible, may it be as pictures or as like here, visual diaries. Obviously, people have very different reasons on why they start their YouTube, why they start documenting their life, and every reason is probably legit and is maybe a good reason, but I think questioning your own reason why you're doing it is a good thing, because then you will be able to know if you're doing it mostly for yourself or for the fun of it. It might be a little bit easier to keep on going than if you just want to do it because of the money or whatever. In the beginning, you won't even earn anything like me. So documenting your life on YouTube is a way to let your creativity flow. Everyone has a different way to let their creativity flow, but for me it's always been through visual things like videos. I've also edited wedding interviews for 2 couples I know, friends of mine who got married a few years ago. We filmed an interview with them and I edited it, trying to make it a bit more funny and entertaining for the guests at the wedding, and I spent a lot of time doing that, but I honestly had so much fun. And even now with my YouTube videos, I have fun filming them, but I have much more fun editing them. Just the process of me noticing how I get better, improving my skills. That's really one of the main focuses I have at the moment, just improving the quality in videos and how I edit everything. So if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel but you're hesitating because you don't know, or you might worry what other people think about, first of all, have a sit down and think why you want to make the YouTube channel. If your reason behind making a YouTube channel isn't embarrassing, which I think most of the times won't be, then you have nothing to worry about. In the end, it doesn't really matter what other people think. It matters what you think and what's important to you. There will probably be much more people supporting you than you actually think. And in the end, it's also just a hobby like any other hobby as well. If you like painting, if you like playing video games, that's a hobby. Some people will agree with your hobby, will like your hobby as well. Some people won't. And that's life, and that's okay, and we can live with that. The important thing is you having fun doing it and enjoying the process too. So let me know if you have a project you're starting. If you're a new YouTuber, let me know that in the comments and I'll check out your videos. I'll support you how you are supporting me by watching my videos. If you want to build up a brand of something, if you're creating something, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'll put it here below. Maybe we can talk a little bit about it. I can have a look at what you're doing and just give you a little bit of support. So you're definitely not alone. Everyone starts somewhere. Every big YouTuber, every big creator, every big artist has their humble starts, and that's just what everyone has to go through, and that's fine. And we got this, and you got this too. I'm sorry that my voice probably sounds a little bit weak, a little bit annoying. I'm still sick. It's my 4th day of being sick. So I was starting to get boring. I don't feel 100% fit yet, but I feel better, or much better than I did in the beginning. But I just wanted to make this video while I have the idea fresh in my mind, and I do have some time to do it. So I hope that's okay for you. I hope it's not too annoying to hear me with this voice. So that was already everything for today's video. Stay tuned for the next video and leave a like and subscribe.